goddamn bike path. Get the off. Hi, and welcome to day 12 of Mig In NYC. I'm currently at Central Park. It's raining. Well, right now it's not, but it was just raining. And I'm answering your questions today. Posted a story on my Instagram asking for questions because I was planning on doing a Q&A on this series. And I got actually some really good questions to answer. So let's do it. What keeps you motivated? I feel like knowing that my time on earth is limited, knowing that I'm going to die someday, and knowing that I only have so much time to do all the things that I want to do just pushes me to start executing all those things and start going after all the things that I want to do, because I know that pretty soon I won't get to do it anymore. So I guess having that pressure, having that time limit on my mind, and constantly being reminded of it, it's what motivates me to keep going and wake up and do all the work that I do. Next question. What ignited your interest in making videos? I feel like making someone feel something or feel a certain way is a really special thing, and for as long as I can remember, I try to do that in a variety of different ways. There's a little bit of like providing value, which has always been this really interesting thing to me. So this question is a combination of those two things, my interest in providing value and making someone feel something, to my passion of cameras in general. So next question. What's your favorite tattoo? Either this one, either this one. If you wonder what Sonder means, here's the Google definition that I will probably explain it better than I will. What is your camera? My camera is the Sony ZV-E10 with the 18 to 55 millimeter lens. I think that's what it is. And I also have the 11 millimeter lens. So I also have a Canon Rebel T7, which was my first ever video camera that I got like over a year and a half ago. Did you like growing up in Brazil? I feel like I literally wouldn't change anything about it. I love everything about home. I miss home every day, and the friends I've made, the experiences I had, my family, like everything about it, everything about growing up in Brazil, I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't change anything. What do you think are the 5 most beautiful things in the world? I think that love, in general, true love, puppies, a clear sky at night, experiencing live music with friends, and 5th, I think the fact that there are so many different countries and so many different cultures in this planet, and so many different languages and so many different ways of experiencing life and comprehending life. I feel like that's the most beautiful thing. What's the hardest part of your creative process? I feel like coming up with original ideas, it's really hard, especially with this YouTube. I feel like it's so saturated and there's so many people out here trying to make this work that it's really hard to stand out. But then I remember that it's okay to copy sometimes. Copying is the most sincere and honest form of starting, I feel like. And I really feel like these days there's no such thing as originality, I guess. Or here's an idea. I think there is such thing as originality, but originality is nothing but pulling inspiration from all these different places and making something your own, using those inspirations. In other words, copying from multiple people or multiple places. The result of that process is something original. Yeah. Are you single? No. Have you found time to play tennis since you got to New York City? Not really. I played tennis like once, and that was like about 2 weeks ago with a friend of mine who I know from back home who also plays tennis, that happens to be also living here. But other than that, no, I actually didn't even bring my rackets up here because I was struggling with having too much stuff, and I just chose to leave my rackets there as well as my tennis shoes and literally all my tennis shirts from college. And yeah, it's been tough. Next question. Rio or New York City? That's a really unfair question. I don't know. If I were to choose one place to live for the rest of my life, and we're talking about only the place, not the experience itself. For example, I wouldn't trade the experience of being home with my family for nothing. But if I were to pick a place, I'd probably pick New York City. But obviously, again, we're talking about the place and not the experience. In other words, I would probably take all my family and my friends and bring them all here. But no, home has a lot of pros and a lot of cons, and New York City also has a lot of pros and a lot of cons, which I could probably get into in a separate video. But next question. What about your life you never want to change? I think telling stories and creating things. I want to do those things until the day I die. It's my 2 favorite things in the entire world. So next question. What's the favorite video you have ever made? That's an incredibly hard question. I think vlog style, my Coldplay video. I documented my entire trip of going to Pennsylvania and Boston last year in the summer of 2022. But the focus of that video is going to Coldplay's concert. And yeah, I really love that video. Now, as far as more reflection-based, message-based videos go, I think my 24th video that I made earlier this year for my 24th birthday. I'm gonna leave the link below for both of those videos. But at the same time, I need to mention the season, my tennis series that I have here on my channel. It's been by far the biggest project of my life. Yeah, it'd be tough to leave that behind. So, what's something about yourself you find hard to understand? My addiction to having snowflakes with milk and Nesquik. I've had that literally every day for the past 2.5 years. Sometimes twice a day. And I don't understand why I find it so good. Maybe it just is, and there's no explanation. What's your daily routine? I don't have one. Ever since I got to New York City, literally every single day has been different, and that is partially due to the fact that I am a freelance videographer slash filmmaker who also is trying to do this, YouTube, and there's not a really routine. Okay, and last question. What is your final goal with filmmaking? I don't really know if I have an ultimate goal. I think that for as long as I'm making movies that I'm happy with and that I'm passionate about, and again, that make people feel something, I'll be happy. So I think my ultimate goal is that, to continue to make those movies and tell those stories over and over and over again until I get bored, which I don't think that's ever gonna happen. So this has been so much fun, but it's currently 3:45 and I need to go home because I have a lot of editing to do for my job. So let's go. Hi, it's been 2 days since I filmed that. I did miss a day of the series, but I'm not mad. I had this kind of margin of error of 1 day that I gave myself because when I started this series, there was 41 days left of the year, and this is a 40-day series. So now that I missed a day, the last day of the series is going to be on December 31st, which kind of works. So long story short, I missed it because of work. It was crazy busy. I didn't sleep at all. But I had to get some stuff done and turn in some videos, but now it's all kind of done. So I'll be back with video every day until December 31st. It's gonna be a crazy month, but I'm excited. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 13.